Welcome to the fundamentals of operating a DoALL bandsaw that utilizes a Siemens controller. To start operation, begin by turning on the main power switch, usually located on the side of the console. After initialization, the safety circuit must be reset. This is done by extending the E-stop button and pushing reset. Next, the machine must be referenced. This is done by tapping the Start Reference button on the touchscreen. Referencing takes 30 seconds to 1 minute. When referencing is complete, tap the blinking Continue arrow to reach the A1 manual cutting home screen. If your machine came with optional vertical vices, there may be a similar switch to toggle operation. In case of an emergency, push the E-stop button to stop all powered activities and twist to deactivate. All saws have a USB port for file transfers. The reset button is for resetting the safety switch. The shift button, like on a computer, is for secondary or rapid operations. The center section of buttons control the physical movement of the bandsaw, such as clamping and indexing. These buttons may be located in different areas of the controller depending on the capabilities of the saw. If your machine offers dual mitering, there may be a set of buttons to control head swing. Here, you control the main vise. The next set is frame up and down. The next set is for the controlling the indexing vise. The last set is for material indexing. As mentioned previously, once you're done referencing, you will see the A1 manual cutting home screen. Push the two start buttons simultaneously to start the blade. The stop button is used to stop a cut without triggering the safety system. On the left side of the A1 screen, there are toggles for the hydraulic pump, coolant control, chip auger if equipped, and lastly, indexing speed. The cutting parameters, blade speed, and feed rate are controlled by the next set of icons. They can be adjusted with the plus and minus icons or by inputting the number directly. The PAR button will allow you to access the common user parameters. Tapping it will bring you to a page where you can easily modify the parameters. The A2 screen allows you to control movement semi-automatically using the GTO, Go To, and RTO, Rotate To functions. To access existing jobs or to program a new job, select B1. When a job is selected, you can see details like length, number of cuts, and cutting parameters. To program a new job, tap on an empty spot and enter your program name using the B2 screen, making sure to tap Save before moving on. Select C1 to continue programming your new job. Advanced features like the squareness detection, KKR, zone cutting, RZP, and your amperage-based feed, ARP, can be toggled on and off using this screen as well. You can input your feed and speed manually or use the CDC screen to set these values based on your material and blade selection. Do this by tapping the CDC icon. First, select a bimetal or carbide blade. Next, select your material cross-section and related dimensions. Hollow or tube material will require 2 separate dimension settings. You can use the book icon to locate your material code from the internal library. This material code gets entered into the dialog box shown, and tap the confirmation button to view the proposed cutting parameters. If you're satisfied with these parameters, you can save them to your cutting programs by selecting the highlighted CDC button on the right. To continue programming, select the C2 screen. On the first screen, you enter the number of pieces to be cut. Enter the desired dimensions by tapping the L1 column. This will bring you to a visual representation of your part, where all dimensions can be entered. If you have a machine that does not miter, you may see additional buttons for indexing material. If you wish to use advanced cutting options like out-of-square detection, KKR, zone cutting, RZP, or amperage-based feed, ARP, you can tap the icons on screen C3 to make changes. Screen D1 summarizes the newly programmed or selected job. Its title appears at the top. In this case, the program job is titled Demo. To choose which cuts are performed, use screen D2. Enter the line items to be cut in the selection box. Entry method examples and color codes are listed in the instruction manual. This example shows lines 1 through 20 as the selection. Tap the Set icon to continue and return to the D1 screen to begin cutting by pressing both start buttons. We've shown you the basics of the Siemens controller to get you cutting. If you're still having trouble or have additional questions, review your operator's manual for a more detailed instruction.